Hi, it is Kitty Blue again. I'm going to continue to do actually just two more because there's only like two more videos that I need to catch up on, BJD Addicts prompts. This one is going to be number 41, and this is inspiration, or inspirations. Basically what this BJD Addict prompt was, it was questioning, what is your inspirations, or anything, and basically what inspires like your dolls. If there's anything, if you were influenced by anything, anime or actor or anything like that, whether it be personality, appearance, or anything like that. And if not, does your doll remind you of someone now after you've purchased it, and things like that. Basically with all of my dolls, I don't think there's really any that have any true basis like on anything in particular, except for my stories that I have. Several of my characters, which I'm going to tilt my screen up here. These up here, most of these characters up here on this shelf are a lot of my MSD dolls that are my cat and animal dolls. Quite a few of those, if you've watched some of my prompts previously, quite a few of those are characters from original characters that I sketched out. God, I don't know how many years ago. Probably like 15 years ago. What is this? This is actually almost. No, it hasn't been 20 years. Let's see, actually, yeah, it's been 95. It's been quite a few years. I guess it has almost been 20 years. But so all of mine are pretty much inspired from my imagination, for one. And like I said, I did a lot of character sketches when I was doing fashion illustrations and things like that. I started making them into cats. And so that kind of created 7 of my main characters. And then from there, it kind of like extended. It's like every doll that I see or something, all of a sudden a new character kind of forms in my head. So there's not really anything as far as my dolls that are inspired from like different other characters, outside of that. I mean, there are some that might have a few personality traits or be loosely based off of some outside influences. Like I have my Resin Soul Gang, which is my resident vampire boy. He is kind of based loosely off of Dorian his name is Dorian. So I got that name pretty much from Extraordinary Gentlemen and Extraordinary League of Gentlemen. And he is loosely based off of a character from Anita Blake, Vampire Hunter, and which is Jean-Claude, and he's loosely kind of based off of that, just because I like vampires. So he's like I said, very loosely based off of it. Trying to think of any of my other dolls that might be based off of anything in particular. My one girl, Cricket, she is a blood elf, and from World of Warcraft. She's not an inline character that I have. I do have like some blood elf characters when I used to play. I don't really play too much anymore. I don't have enough time for that. But she's kind of like based off of a blood elf character. So I guess you can kind of say that maybe World of Warcraft kind of inspired a few of my dolls, because there's also I have a Resin Soul Moo, that is human, on the human body, not the hoofed body. He is my night elf from World of Warcraft. His name is Mordorak. And I have a Draenei from World of Warcraft, which is Michaela. She was actually one of my main tunes in the game, so she's definitely based off of that. And I think that's it as far as that goes. That's pretty much it. I mean, there's some there's some like loosely based like theories behind parts of my story, going through like historical periods and things like that. Not anything that I've developed really well yet, just because I haven't got to those portions of my photo stories with them. So I can't really tell like what part of aspects of like history that I'm going to actually go through until I get there. Let's see. I'm trying to think. I mean, a lot of the characters. I mean, the other dolls that I have. I mean, I have a couple of dolls that are drows that I mean, people know what drows are. I mean, most people that are into fantasy and stuff like that. I do have a unicorn girl, but nothing that's like based off an actual particular character. So that's pretty much it then. I mean, my inspirations come from, like I said, just random stories that just came into my head when I, like, many years ago. And the characters, as far as like I said, the seven main characters were all like my kitty, girls and my kitty boy and my fox girl. So they are all original characters, and I mean, I get a lot of inspiration from sci-fi and fantasy and stuff like that. I'm really into that kind of thing. So, I mean, I guess there's probably some inspiration to a certain point, in those kind of aspects and little humorous little personalities and stuff that I have. Nothing that I can really go into detail too much about. One, because I don't want to spoil some of my photo stories for some people out there, and two, because they're not completely fully developed. So they might take on other types of personalities that might be kind of reminiscent of things. As far as like dolls that remind me of anybody, I don't really think that I have any dolls that remind me of anybody in particular. I know I did get one doll for the intent of making her into kind of a mini-me, and that is my resin soul Shui and Kyoko. And I was going to get a doll that, maybe resembled my boyfriend, but I haven't done that yet because I just haven't found the right sculpt, even though, like, Apple House is, like, they've got some pretty cool dolls, and there's a few facial sculpts that, could work, but they're just not the right size. They're kind of, like, too big. I don't want, like, 72 centimeter dolls anymore. I have a few of them, and they're just too big. Plus Kyoko is only like, 58 centimeters, and that's like huge difference. Anyways, I'm rambling now, so I'm going to go ahead and leave you with this video and move on to the next. So thank you for watching, and I will see you in a short while.